everyone, it is Mr. Ranieri here, and I'm going to show you how to make your own website and deploy it to the internet so that all 7 billion people in the world can see your beautiful web dev skills. We will need a few different tools. This web host is called Netlify. That is how we will host our website on the internet. We will deploy it to Netlify. We will use a language to write our website. Every web page on the internet, or the billions and trillions of them, every single one uses a language called HTML. So we will use that language to write our web pages. And a program that we will need to download in order to create this file and edit this file is a code editor, also known as an IDE. We will use one called VS Code. So those are the three main things we'll use. Netlify to host it, HTML is the language, and VS Code is the program that we'll use to edit our website. You could just Google VS Code. It's this site here. Download it for whatever operating system you're on. You're in Windows, you're in Mac, I don't know, I don't care. It'll run on everything. Download that, follow the instructions, install it. It will end up in your downloaded files. And you've probably already done that now, maybe? So here's one that I prepared earlier. Look, Visual Studio Code. When you get it installed, this, don't want that, is what it looks like. Great, you can do color themes, all sorts of cool stuff. We don't really care about that right now. We just want to start making our website. So let's make a new folder to put all of the files of our website in. To make that new folder, you click on File and then Open Folder. This is where you can choose an existing folder or create a new folder. I might put mine, probably OneDrive is a really good place to put it. For this example, I'm putting it on desktop, but I'd highly recommend you put your website on OneDrive for now. Now we can make a new folder, a new empty folder for our website. I will call it My First Website. You can call it whatever you like. Press Enter. Double click on it to go in it, and then click Select Folder. So now this empty folder will be open in Visual Studio Code. Ooh, do you trust the person who just made that folder? Do you? Do you trust yourself? If you do, click yes. I trust you. Great, so we've got an empty folder. You can see here, there are no files in it. It is empty, just as we expected. You can right click and go Reveal in File Explorer just to see, there we go, that you've made this new empty folder. It will show you where it is so you can see, oh yeah, it's just a normal folder on my computer. And let's make our first web page. To make a web page, we need to make a HTML file. You can right click in this empty space and click New File. Now, the main page of your website, the default page, is always called index.html. HTML is the language that we're using, and the index is like the default page. If someone just goes to your website, this is the page that they will see. All right, let's put some stuff in here. Hello, just to check that it worked. All right, so there's some contents, a very boring web page, but that's okay. We're just testing it. Let's save this with Control S or Command S on a Mac. Now, how do I see what this looks like? Well, if you right click on the file and go Reveal in File Explorer, then you can just double click on it, that index.html. And that's your web page. How neat is that? It's not very interesting at the moment. Let's add some more HTML. I'll go back in this file. Perhaps I will add a H1 element. I'll explain what that means in a second. Hello. So an element, this is a H1 element, has a start tag, less than H1 greater than, and an end tag, less than /H1 greater than. So this is the whole element, and this is inside that H1 element. And you're thinking, well, Mr. Ranieri, what does a H1 even do? If I go to my page here in the web browser, oh, what? Nothing's changed. Why is that? Even if I refresh. I do notice over here that there's a white dot there. And that's a reminder that I've forgotten to do something. I've forgotten to save. Control S, or Command S on a Mac. So your habit will be, you'll make a change, you'll do Control S, you can press Alt Tab on Windows or Command Tab on a Mac to get over here, and then you can do Control R to refresh. That's what a H1 does. So a H1 element is a heading element, and there are lots of different kinds of elements. Let's go back in here and look at maybe a paragraph element. You'll notice that Visual Studio Code, helpfully, when you do the start of an element, if I do the start tag, less than P greater than, it automatically puts the end tag in. This is a paragraph. This is another one. I might delete this now, I don't really need that. So again, Command S or Control S to save, Alt Tab or Command Tab, Command R or Control R to refresh. Great, we've got a website. That is beautiful. So let's deploy it to the internet. Deploy it to Netlify. To deploy your site to Netlify, you can Google Netlify, click on Netlify, and click on Sign Up. Now you can sign up with email. Once you've signed up to Netlify, then you follow this. I'm using it for school. I'm making a school project. I'm a student. I might skip this, the name of my team. Continue to deploy. Good. All right, now I can deploy my first website. To deploy is to put something online, to publish. We can do it with these services, or we can use Netlify Drop, because we just want to drag and drop the whole folder. Drag and drop your site output folder here. Well, we need to find where our site is. Let's go into Visual Studio Code, right-click in this empty space, and click Reveal in File Explorer. Oh, there it is. So now I can drag this whole folder, not the file, but the whole folder over here. That will upload it to the internet. Yay! Get started. There's my site. Don't want the survey right now. How do I access it? Oh, there it is. Papaya Sorbet. What a beautiful name for a website. You can click on the name of the app, the name of the website, the URL, and that will open it up. This is now publicly available to the whole world. You can give it a better name. I'm going to go site overview over here. Site configuration. There's the name. Change name to My First Cool Site with Netlify, or whatever you want to call it. Keep in mind, if someone visits this, it's publicly available across the whole world. So don't put personal information like your full name or your school or things like that on there. All right, that was a lot of fun. I'll see you in the next video where we can make our site look a little bit better. Bye, everyone.